Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. This is a love reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of February. If you are watching for Cancer, please reverse the roles because in this specific reading, it'll feel as though I'm speaking to you about your Cancer. So, Cancer, I've shuffled your deck. I've pulled your cards. Bottom of the deck is the Tower in the reverse. Let's see what's been going on with you. Okay, so it looks like you've been in the process of healing. There's somebody that it feels like you made the conscious decision, to stop putting effort into because you got very clear about what you wanted and you got very clear about the fact that it seems like this person is not it. Okay. And it's not that you don't care about them, but this is more like they're a King of Pentacles. Kind of, because I'm seeing issues here around knowing what they want and being emotionally available. But maybe on paper, they look really good, right? Where this is just a person that you always saw yourself with. Like if somebody asked you, if you were going to get married today, who would you choose? Maybe it's that person, right? So we've got this King of Pentacles, but we also have an Emperor here. And I feel like that's what you really want. Like, why settle for good when I could have great? And if this person isn't willing to be great, I don't want it, right? So this is cool because I'm seeing you making the decision to start putting up like your boundaries, your walls, not giving to something that just isn't in alignment with what you see for yourself. But there is an energy of disappointment here. Disappointment because it seems like you had a really good connection with this person. I like your energy though, because it feels lighthearted. Like you're not devastated. So maybe this is a situation that you've been kind of letting marinate for a while and you're coming to the tail end of processing your emotions or grieving the loss of whatever this is. What I'm seeing here though is you're ending with Six of Swords reverse, Tower reverse. So there's kind of this dramatic turnaround, I guess is the best way to say it. But I don't think this has happened for you yet. I feel like this is in the works because I'm seeing somebody being very strategic and having a plan. Unfortunately, it looks like the plan has more to do with keeping you where you are than committing. This person, they're kind of a mess. They want to entice you in a way that's like lusty is the way I can say that best, I suppose. They are wanting to not so much repair what's damaged, but just kind of like fortify the structure so it doesn't completely fall apart. If this has happened, this has you feeling upset, right? Because you're starting the month as the Empress in the reverse. So it's possible that this has already happened for the majority of you where this person kind of gave you like a half-assed attempt at smoothing things over, but not wanting to build anything stable. This is kind of looking like, oh, hey, I am who I am. You love me, you take it or leave it. And I think that that's affected your self-esteem, right? Because you've got this Empress in the reverse here looking back at the past. So you know what you want, and maybe you communicated that to this person, what you want, what you need. And they were just like, yeah, well, it is what it is. I'm glad you know what you want, but this is who I am is kind of the vibe. I feel like you're trusting your intuition going into this month because even if this person has done this to you or they will be doing this to you in the future, if this hasn't happened yet, give it a little bit of time. You are not going back on what you want. And I really like that for you. You are kind of allowing it to affect your self-esteem in the sense of like, if this person really cared about me, they would try harder to get on my level or they try harder to work with me. But you're not allowing this person to see that you feel that way. And that's good, right? You're staying in the space of like, it sucks that it won't be this person, but I still want my Emperor, and if you're a masculine, then you want your Empress. It doesn't matter gender with the cards. But you're not losing sight of what you want. You just kind of took a temporary knock. What I'm seeing here, though, that's really interesting is that as you're moving into the month, what's coming towards you is the Six of Pentacles. So you're not going to just have one offer. You're going to have two this month. And what I'm seeing here, it looks like one offer is coming from this person that was like, hey, I am who I am. But it looks like there is also the possibility for something new as well. So that's really nice. You got Chariot in the reverse for how this will affect you. Well, that's your card, Cancer, right? So here you are stopping what you're doing and feeling a little bit out of your element. Why is that? Empress reverse. So you're not feeling like your wonderful self this month, because here's the thing. If this past person is showing you interest after they kind of blew you off, it's almost dysregulating to you, because you're in a space of like, I would rather have this just be done than to reopen Pandora's box and deal with the anxiety that comes with not knowing what this person is doing. But then there's also still a disappointment around this person where it's like, there was potential here. You know, there's wishes that I had that never came into fruition. Maybe they could be that thing, right? And so I see you, it's almost like you kind of halt everything you're doing. You might have Gemini in your chart, because I did see Gemini going through something a little bit similar with somebody. They just, unfortunately, Gemini just didn't have any new options this month that I saw. Whereas with you, it feels like there's people that want your presence. They want your attention. You could be getting invited to things. And I think that's because you really decided that that's what you wanted for yourself, right? You may have already taken the action steps to start putting yourself out there, or downloading apps, or whatever dating looks like to you, and you're getting attention, right? I feel as though you may revisit the situation with this person this month as kind of like that final, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like a goodbye. It's more like a final assessment of who they are and what they bring into your life, right? It's like, let me see, now that this person knows I'm serious, let me take stock of what they're bringing and kind of measure it against my expectations for what I'm wanting. Because if it matches, then I don't have to do the work of like trying to start over with someone new. But if it doesn't match, it looks like you're okay with checking out some of these other options that you'll be having this month. Now, the sun is coming out in the reverse for what you're going to want to do. And this is kind of interesting, Cancer, because it's looking like you don't want to like show your hand with anybody, right? This is the energy of like people asking you, are you dating? And you're like, oh, you know, I don't talk about that, right? Like, I don't like getting into my personal life until I know that there's a reason to open up. It's you being a little bit elusive with people that are interested in you, as well as this person, right? This person might be asking you questions like, have you downloaded apps? Are you trying to replace me? You may not be 100% honest with this person for the simple fact that you don't want that to change their behavior. You want to see if they'd actually put work in. So you don't want to say anything that could deter them from trying, right? But you also don't want to tell anybody new, like, oh yeah, I still talk to this old person, because you're like, if someone new is a better fit, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with cutting out this old person now, right? So you're in a really cool spot this month, even though you're starting the month as the Empress in the reverse, because as the month progresses, it looks like not only do you have a lot of options, but you're really in control of where you want things to go or who you want to do things with, right? Four of Wands for your opportunity. It's very possible this month you could meet the person that you spend the rest of your life with. You know, if you get invited to like a celebration or a wedding, any kind of like reunion, or if a family member is bringing you to like an anniversary is what I'm getting here. Maybe they have like a friend who's having an anniversary party and you end up going. Or this could even be somebody like a neighbor invites you to something that they're doing with their spouse to celebrate an anniversary. You should go, because it's showing me that you have an opportunity to meet somebody that would propose to you in the future. Or it could be this old person, but I don't know, because it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, the old person is going to be where it's at. For others of you, it's going to be new. I can pull more cards in the extended. The obstacle here, though, is the 8 of Cups, which means you will get what you want. But the hard part is, like, say you meet someone new and that's just the person for you, right? You're not going to know that right away, And so, like, how long are you going to be able to, like, have this past partner be trying to kind of step their game up while you're meeting the new person and getting to know them? Like, you're going to have to make a decision. And I think that's what's going to be the most difficult for you. That's why your Chariot is in the reverse, because you don't know which way to go. It's like, I need time, right? But how much time can you realistically get from people when you're, like, with this person on Saturday and this person on Monday or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually people are going to want to know what you want to do. And the difficult part is, like, who do you choose? Who is it that's going to be that person? I'll pull some cards to figure that out for you. But let's talk about something to consider first. So 6 of Wands in the reverse is coming out for what you should consider. This is talking about being non-committal. So who's shown you that they're non-committal? Are you picking up on anything from, like, new people that you're meeting where you're like, okay, yeah, this just isn't going to work, or this person doesn't sound like they're interested in something more? Also, who has treated you in a way that made you feel unimportant? Okay, so that could be new or old, right? If your new person is, like, not getting back to you as soon as you'd like them to, or if your old person is, blowing you off, who is making you feel as though you're not the center of their universe? And I know that sounds kind of, like, stuck up, but at the same time, like, either situation you're in, Cancer, if you're dealing with somebody from your past that has shown you, like, they can't be trusted or that they don't value you, and you're giving them time, they should be going above and beyond to prove to you that that's not who they are anymore, right? Especially in the beginning. Like, if you're dropping the ball in the beginning of, like, a reconciliation or a second chance, what are you even here for? And if you're dating someone new, they should be excited to get to know you. They should be wanting to converse with you and to see how your day was and show you that they're interested in you. So anybody that's making you feel like you're, not as important, or you're not somebody that they're really invested in or trying to get to know, that's something that you should be definitely keeping in the front of your brain and paying attention to, because it's probably not going to change, right? That's probably like a precursor of what's to come. Let's take a look at anything else. 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords reverse, 6 of Cups. Uh-oh. Okay, so this old person, I feel like, is really going to be tugging at your heartstrings this month, is what this is looking like. And there's a huge fear of missing out on what this old person could provide for you, is what I'm seeing here. And that's probably because you've invested a lot of time in whoever this is, right? It is hard to start something new, okay? As I'm looking into your advice, you got Ace of Cups in the reverse. So to me, this isn't necessarily saying, like, don't do something new, but maybe if you could identify why you're hesitant to do something that you haven't done before. Okay, so whether it's allowing this past person to show you who they are now, or it's meeting someone new, like, where is the hesitation at for you, right? Because this month you have an opportunity, even with this Ace of Cups reverse, you have an opportunity to be with someone that you could be with for the long run, right? But it's almost like your fears and your insecurities are going to be really active this month. And there's going to be a lot of energy of, like, is this too good to be true? Does this look like something I've seen before? Maybe it's safer to do what I'm comfortable with, right? And I'm not saying that this past person isn't your 4 of Wands, but it's almost like you're not in your right mind, kind of, because all of your anxiety gets activated. You start to see things that maybe aren't there, or you start to like feel triggered over things that may not be as meaningful as you think that they are, right? So maybe if you can get to the bottom of your own insecurities around when those things start to like boil to the surface. Where is this feeling coming from? Why do I feel this feeling? Is this true? Is this real? Right? Instead of like, I saw this in someone else, so I know what this means and da 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 da. Well, this could be someone new and to them it didn't mean that at all. This is very much like, don't let your past situations dictate the choices that you make now. With the Queen of Swords in the reverse, that's somebody who, whatever they've been through, that's law. Like, I've seen it in the past. I know what it is. And it's interesting because your advice says to consider, you know, who has made you feel like you're not important? Who is making you feel like you're not important? But also with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, you have to be able to check that feeling as well, so that that's not the only feeling. It's like, okay, yeah, that made me feel unimportant when this person said or did this. But at the end of the day, did they mean to make me feel unimportant? Was that their goal? Or, you know, is this my mind kind of playing tricks on me because of the insecurities that I have, right? So I'm going to take this to the extended reading after I pull you an oracle card. I'm going to take a look at your ex, and then I might pull some cards for the new person. But what I really want to do is just kind of pick one person and see who seems to be on the level, right? Because if we read for one person, that should be able to tell us that they're not it, and then you can pick, right? And like I said, for each of you, it will be different, so you'll have to trust your intuition. But I will pull cards for the collective, the majority of you. So in the extended, there will be a message for you in there, regardless of who it is that you're supposed to end up with. I'd like to see about this new person too. So you got time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Bottom of the deck, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. So, you know, it may be possible that your insecurities have to do with like financial situations. So this would be telling you to perhaps not look at people's financial situation as much, because with 4 of Wands, like, a diamond is worth a bunch of money, right? But it's also a process to get the coal into a diamond, or however that works, right? So it's gonna take time for either of these situations. And that's what I was saying, is like, you're going to have to give the old person time. You're going to have to give the new person time. Like, how do you juggle that? How do you do that? Right? So I'm going to take this over to the extended reading so that I can try to get some information for you about what the intentions are of the person that you already know, right? This previous person. And then we can also pull some cards to see about new people as well. The preview to that is at the end of the video. The link is in the description box, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. All right, Cancer, thank you for joining me for the extended reading. And when I tell you this reading is so cut and dry, it's showing me exactly what you need to know about your past person. And it's showing me the advice that you should take in regards to who they are and what they're bringing to the table. And I feel like this is for the majority of you, because the bottom of your deck is 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords reversed, the Lovers. So the reason why I'm saying that is, like, remember the anxiety we were talking about in the public reading? This is carried over to the extended reading. And there's an energy of all of you feeling that anxiety collectively through the month. So that's why I'm saying I feel like this is a message for all of you. When I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, man, okay, so someone has shown you that they can't be trusted. Queen of Cups is side-eyeing the 7 of Swords reversed, the 10 of Swords reversed, and the Devil, followed by the King of Swords. So what's interesting to me is it seems like this past person, not only have they shown you like exactly who they are and what looks like to me who they still are, but they don't even have the same love language as you. Okay, this is like the Queen of Cups is so kind and loving and empathetic, and the King of Swords is even on their best day, they're very cold, they're very analytical, they don't want the lovey-dovey, they don't want the mushy. This is somebody like, if you wanted to feel loved by this person and you ask them to show you their acts of, or like their, if it's acts of service or physical touch or whatever, like their love language, this is somebody who, they might give you words of affirmation, but because they're a king, more than likely they would like reorganize your closet for you. Like they would solve a problem for you. They would teach you how to invest in the stock market, like that kind of thing. They would identify all the areas of your life that are not running smoothly and help you implement a system, or like a automated whatever, right? This is somebody that will like sit and code you an automation system for your email. Like this is not what you need. Like Queen of Cups is very romantic. They want the horseback on the beach with the campfire as the sun sets. And this is somebody that if you try to do all those things with them, they wouldn't see the point. They would be like,